Hello lovely people, how you doing? This is our week under of the Tap In Challenge. It's very nice to be back with you. I hope you've been enjoying it so far. This is kind of our midway point because there's 5 weeks all together and I've done it over weeks. Used to do it over days, but you know, life's really busy, isn't it? And I thought if I did it over 5 weeks, it gives you time to watch the video in your own time, but it also gives you time to try out each opportunity to learn and exercise each week and to incorporate it into your life and really give it a try. So I hope that's working well for you. I hope you're enjoying it and I hope you're getting on really well with the technique. I love EFT tapping so much. It completely transformed my life when I came across it, and that was before I became a parent. And I am deeply grateful that I've had it in my life as I've walked through from, you know, pregnancy through my parenting life. It's supported me at every stage of my journey and still continues to support me, especially now where I'm at in my life on my sort of, you know, spiritual and evolving and transformative, you know, life path. And I find myself still detangling and deconditioning and releasing so much stuff with EFT tapping, and I'm forever grateful to have it literally at my fingertips. EFT tapping, by tapping on these acupoints, we have talked about how it can support us with emotions, with the stuff that comes up for us, our triggers, you know, either in the moment or by deliberately, consciously bringing stuff up that we want to work on, that we want to heal, we want to go deeper with, and really getting to the roots of that. This week, we're going to talk about how we can really use EFT tapping to support our body, our physical self. And this is a double blessing, really, because number one, it means that we can just feel better, full stop. Because as we feel stresses, as we feel pressures, you know, niggles show up in our body. Our body speaks to us all the time, and sometimes it flipping screams and shouts at us, you know, because we don't know how to listen. And it's really important that we're compassionate with ourselves about that and not in blame about that. You know, my body does a lot of screaming at me and I think, wow, I really waited a long time before I heard that. So, you know, we all have it. And our body speaks to us and tells us where there are stresses, where there are tensions, where there are blocks, you know. And we have the opportunity then to work with our body and to support it and soothe it and help it to release these things. And EFT tapping is the most amazing way to do that. You know, I've said to you before, it's quick and easy and free. So for all those reasons, we flipping love it. It supports the nervous system. It supports our body in going into rest and relax mode, which is of course where it needs to be for healing, for release, for soothing. You know, we all know, don't we, that, you know, we get headaches. We understand in this day and age, they can really be associated with stress, with tension. But what do you do with that? You know, sometimes we just feel more stress and tension being told that it is stress and tension. You know, what am I supposed to flipping do about it? I am stressed, what, you know, and this is something you can actually do. So whether it's like a niggle in the tummy, you know, funny digestion stuff showing up, whether it's like aches and pains that are showing up in the joints in the back, you know, none of this is ever to replace medical support and intervention. But this is an opportunity for you to try something that might work beautifully alongside your primary support. And you can try it like an experiment to see if it helps your body to come into a place of openness and relaxation where healing can take place more optimally. And sometimes we just find the right spot with the EFT tapping and something really does just release and go in the moment. Sometimes it allows us a nudge, a knowing, something to guide us to come in. We can be a bit further along the track to healing through following the breadcrumbs, you know. So it works in different ways, but it allows us to come into our natural state of well-being, of rest, of openness, where our blood is flowing around the body to the organs and bringing it the nutrients it needs. Our mind is relaxed, so we're able to hear our higher thinking, digestion is able to work properly because our stomach is relaxed, you know, our breathing is relaxed, and allowing all the heart and everything to work properly. You know, it's just, our body is designed to work in relaxation, and it is amazing in this day and age, parent or not, especially parent, you know, how many of us can spend the majority of our time out of that state, you know, and actually in our bodies are really quite, you know, primal, and they're just not really wired to deal with this modern day life and this modern day parenting. And, you know, we ask too much of our poor bodies. So this is something we can give back to ourselves and we can really support ourselves with. And so let me know how it goes for you. So if you want to try this now, or if you need to pause the video and have a think, a feel into it, you do what works for you. But just notice something in your body that you would like to try some EFT tapping on this week. And I will go on to say to give yourself a little bit of time just to feel into that. If you've got lots of things, just choose one to try this out for now. You can come back and use this as much as you like, but just choose one. You get the best results from EFT tapping by really focusing on something specific, really honing in on a specific focus and not being general and, oh, and there's this and there's this and there's this, you know, it gets lost. So just choose one thing that's getting your attention right now, either because it's been playing you up, it's been on your mind, or it's just, you know, something that just you feel open to and ready for, whatever is the right way for you. So when you do this EFT tapping on body stuff, you have got an incredible double benefit, because you're going to get to be able to work with the body to allow it to come into the healing space and have those physical benefits. But of course, because we are a holistic system, we are working on the mind and the heart level all the time, even though we're accessing at the body level. So we know our thoughts can influence our body, but also it works the other way around. When we relieve stress in our body, actually relieves stress and tensions in our thoughts, in our ideas, in our behaviors, in our relationships. So it can really come through with incredible benefits in all kinds of ways that maybe we weren't even consciously asking for or expecting as well. As we release the tension, and if you remember with the EFT tapping, you might expect signs that that release has happened by just feeling more relaxed and more open, or yawning, sighing, just, you know, relaxing the shoulders and the tummy. And maybe you're having a good cry, maybe you're feeling like you need to share something with someone in words, or writing something in your journal, just something's flowing out of you. So you can have all these signs that something's moving, something's releasing, giving you that feedback that something's happening. But generally, it's just like, oh, you know, I just feel a bit better. I feel like I've just got something off my chest, and I just feel more relaxed. And that's just like really easy feedback then, isn't it? That something has shifted for us. So if you've got something right now, just find what it is. And then you can come back and do this as many times as you like through the week. And what I want you to do is to see how you can really get your focus on that thing. So for example, maybe you have got a pain in your shoulder. Or maybe you have got a churning or a knot in your stomach. Or maybe you have got a stuffy nose. So notice what that thing is. And then I'm just going to give you some questions to help you tune in a little bit more, to get a little bit of the real specifics of the energy, how it's showing up for you, and really invite you to really tune into it beautifully. So if it were a colour, what colour would it be? And don't overthink this, just see if something comes up, and it doesn't matter if it doesn't. You know, if it had a texture, what texture would it be in that part of the body? Is it really big? Is it teeny tiny? How long do you guess it's been there for? And just guess. If it had a sound, what would it be? If it had words, what would it be saying? Did you put it there, or did someone else put it there? just notice how these questions can invite a little bit of inspirational guidance to come up. And some maybe just you need to move through and not have an answer for. That's okay. They're just little windows of opportunity to find something that might be able to help you to tune in a little bit. Okay. And then I want you to just take a guess for me on a scale of 0 to 10. How big is that physical feeling or symptom for you right now? Don't overthink it. I know it's tempting to really go into analysis of this, but just go on an instinct. It's like, oh, it's like 10 out of 10. This is agony. I can't bear it anymore. It's never been worse. 0, there's nothing there at all. And just find where it sits for you. And at the end, I can invite you just to check in with that number again and see if it's shifted in any way. Don't worry if the number or the feeling goes up a little bit. I want you just to come back and do the tapping again. Because sometimes what happens is as we start tapping, we continue with the tuning in process and we really just get more in touch with it. And we need to go there first before the relief starts to happen. So you can just come back and do the tapping again if that happens for you. Okay, I'll just let you know that just in case. Because for some people, it's like you feel a bit disconnected at this point. And then as you start the process, it's like you go into the feeling and it's like, whoosh, starts to come up for you. Okay, so just allow yourself to keep doing the tapping if that happens. Right, we're going to begin here on the side of the hand, if you remember, and we're going to do our making friends with our issue while we tap on our hand 3 times. So following along with me, even though I have this, and you're going to need to put your words in there, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this, I deeply and completely accept myself. And just listen to what we're saying again. Even though I have this, I accept myself. Okay, one more time. Not despite it, with it. Right. Even though I have this, I deeply and completely accept myself. Beautiful. Up on the eyebrow, just tapping here. And I just want you to either say your symptom, or if you want to, you can even close your eyes. I want you to focus your attention there. So put your attention on it. It might be that you're somebody who likes to visualize, see it in your mind, or it might be that you want to tune into the feeling. Okay, there's no right or wrong way. It's just about finding that and holding it in your attention on the side of the eye. And again, thinking it, feeling it, seeing it, or saying it. And we're going to do exactly the same under the eye here. And then under the nose here. And then on the chin. Then right over the collarbone. Under the arm. And on top of the head. And that really is it, my loves. I invite you to go back and do that tapping technique as many times as you like until it feels good, until you feel like you've had a bit of relief. And then I want you to ask yourself on a scale of 0 to 10, how big, how deep, how vast, how painful, how tense is this experience for me right now? And see where your score is and see if you're getting some movement. And if this is something which is showing up for you on a regular basis or is around for you generally at the moment, you could do this every day and see if your score's coming down a little bit over the week. So that's an opportunity for you to try it out if you want to. If you need some help, give us a shout. If you want to come into the Facebook space and share anything that's going on for you, please feel free to do that. If you want to share your experience or ask for support, come and lean into your community here, and we're all cheering each other on, absolutely, for sure. Despite our busyness, you know, we really can hold space for each other to cheer each other on and lift each other up as we move through this. And I will see you next week for our week 4, I hope. Lots of love to you. Take super, super care of yourself. You're very important. Look after your lovely body and your wonderful self. And I'll see you soon. Bye.